I don't know if you remember, I've actually spoke to you about it back then, and I was like, okay, what's going on? But I've had my first conversion like this week from this app, and I'm not focusing on that. I didn't like build anything on that, and that's my problem too. But that feeling of like having that revenue and thinking, okay, that's something really fun, and if I can make this fun a living, that would be great, and that's my like end goal for this year. And hopefully this year I'll be able to reach that point, and so I can go full time working on the apps. But need to crack distribution, because that's the mode right now. That's everybody says that's the mode.
Yeah, I agree with you. Currently, the building part becomes easier every year, and even before AI, I started to learn iOS development back in Objective-C times and UIKit and so on. So that was kind of harder to learn. There was also kind of manual memory management and so on. That was kind of more technical, let's say so. And then with Swift and Swift UI, everything kind of becomes easier and easier to that becomes easier to build applications. And nowadays with AI, you can basically, as you said, you can build application in a day. But the problem is that everyone can do that. You don't even need skills anymore to do that. And the amount of apps that are released in the App Store is just crazy. And to stand out in that kind of crowded market, it is not even enough to build good product. Because good product without marketing still not it will not kind of it is not success. You will not get downloads, you will not get sales, and you still need to get the download to convince users that your product is great, and you can convert this user to paying customer. But if distribution is a problem, and today it is, then bad applications with good distribution will make more money than amazing application with no marketing.
With no distribution, that's for sure. And I've just read today, just before we started recording this, Victor shared some like 100k new apps hit the App Store every month. So the amount of it's like crazy. Like I've launched let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me just quickly try to see how many apps I've launched this year. I've launched this 4 new apps this year. 4 new apps. I'm not sure, and most of them like was just testing stuff. Okay, this let's test this. Let's test this, and I myself like was able to do it so quickly. So. I saw somewhere in LinkedIn like, there's this guy who is building one product per day and releasing, and then he's complaining that why nobody wants to pay him, because it's, nowadays you need to accept that there like some of the products you build, you won't get people unless you like have like an audience, or unless you have like distribution channel. You won't get people to pay for you, because you need to try to like maybe think about maybe harder problems to solve. That's the also area that where you can find ideas. But on the other side, there's applications like grow your height or something like that, which are doing millions of dollars, and because they cracked distribution, and they basically promise you growth height. I don't know how the apps work, so I'm not going to like get into it, but this is crazy for me.
Yeah. I imagine. I just got things that could be maybe some nutrition suggestions, maybe some exercises, just to kind of get full potential. But that's mostly genetics. You can do nothing about that, to be real.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can. There is cheat code. You just board into right countries.